We kick off Mello TV Sports with football as Waterhouse and Portmore United's participation at the CONCACAF Caribbean Club Championship has fallen casualty to the continued lockdown of football in Jamaica. Both clubs have withdrawn from the regional tournament, citing the lack of practice or game time due to the government's COVID-19 restrictions. The teams were set to enter at the semi-final stage of the competition set for the Dominican Republic in May. Football in Jamaica has been halted since March of last year, with no clear indication of when the lid might be lifted. Meanwhile, an all-Jamaica team of officials will take charge of one of the two matches tomorrow in the Scotiabank CONCACAF Champions League Round of 16 first leg. Referee Shane Nation will be in charge of the game between Club Atletico Pantoja of the Dominican Republic and Mexican Team Monterrey at the Estadio Felix Center in Santo Domingo. Now, Nation will be assisted by Damian Williams and Jessica Kerr, with Daniel Parchment the fourth official. The Jamaica Football Federation has withdrawn the national team from the CONCACAF Beach Soccer Championship set for May 21 to 23 in Costa Rica. The move marks the first time in 15 years that Jamaica will not be part of the event. Meanwhile, CONCACAF has confirmed that video assistant referees VAR will be used in several of its 2021 competitions. The technology will be used in semifinals and finals of the 2021 Scotiabank CONCACAF Champions League. The two-legged semifinals will be played between August 10 and 26, with the single-leg final set for October 28. VAR will also be introduced to the CONCACAF's 2021 men's national team competitions, including the inaugural Nations League finals scheduled for June 3 and June 6, and the 2021 CONCACAF Gold Cup, which will be played from July 2 to August 1. Still on football, Manchester City midfielder Kevin De Bruyne has signed a 2-year contract extension that will keep him at the club until 2025. The Belgian international, whose existing deal was due to expire in 2023, is 30 in June and now looks set to see out most of the remainder of his career at the Etihad. De Bruyne has had a glittering spell since joining the club from Wolfsburg in 2015, winning 7 major trophies, which could become 11 by the end of the season if City are successful in their hunt for a quadruple. They beat Borussia Dortmund 2-1 in the first leg of their Champions League quarter-final tie yesterday, with De Bruyne scoring the opener. We bowl over to cricket news now. Cricket West Indies has signed yet another media rights partnership with an international brand. This time, it's a first-of-its-kind partnership with FanCode, which becomes the first Indian digital sports brand to enter such an agreement with the regional governing body. The landmark 4-year partnership until 2024 will give Indian fans access to almost 150 international and 250 domestic cricket matches from the Caribbean, streamed exclusively on FanCode. The showcast will include 16 international West Indies series, CG Insurance Super 50 Cup matches, West Indies Women's Home Series, and Under-19 international cricket matches. Besides exclusive live streaming of the matches, FanCode will also create innovative sports content for deeper fan engagement by bringing fans to India in all of what makes West Indies cricket so exciting: the passion of the fans, behind-the-scenes footage, player stories, features around the legacy and tradition of Caribbean cricket, and much more. The 16 international West Indies men's home series will feature 4 major cricket powerhouses such as India, Australia, England, South Africa, New Zealand, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Afghanistan, Ireland, and Zimbabwe, including the exclusive rights for the next India tour of West Indies in July and any subsequent India tours within the term. Meanwhile, Pakistan have become the second team after Australia to win 2 bilateral ODI series in South Africa. This after successfully defending 321 in the third and deciding game at SuperSport Park today. Fakhar Zaman 101 scored his second successive 100 and on the way became the first Pakistani batsman to score more than one ODI century in South Africa and score the most runs by a batsman in a 3-match series against South Africa. Zaman, Babar Azam 94, Imam ul Haq 57 and Hassan Ali 32 not out saw them to 320 for 7. Janiman Malan with a 70 top scored before Kyle Vereen 62 and Andil Felakuau 54 shared a 99-ball 108-run 6-wicket partnership to steady South Africa from 141 for 5, put them 73 runs away from a win. Shaheen Shah Afridi and Mohammad Nawaz with 3 wickets each, however, saw Pakistan to the 28-run win that earned them 20 points in the World Cup Super League and moved them to the top of the table, level with England and Australia. On to basketball news now. Steph Curry scored 41 points, including 30 in the second half, as the Golden State Warriors rallied late for a 122-121 victory over the Milwaukee Bucks in San Francisco last night. Kelly Oubre Jr. added 19 points and Kent Bazemore 18 as the Warriors ended a 3-game losing streak in the opener of a stretch of 4 home games. Golden State had lost 7 of its previous 8 games and is clinging to the number 10 spot in the Western Conference, the last spot to be eligible for the play-in tournament for the postseason. In other games, the Los Angeles Clippers outlasted the visiting Portland Trail Blazers 133-116 at the Staples Center. Los Angeles Lakers were 110-101 winners over the Toronto Raptors. The Memphis Grizzlies cooled the Miami Heat 124-112. Chicago were 113-97 winners over Indiana. Detroit fell 119-134 to the Denver Nuggets, while Atlanta beat New Orleans Pelicans 123-107. And now to end tonight's sports package, we present you with Sports Spotlight. In tonight's Sports Spotlight, I want to zero in on football and the uncertainty of the Premier League season going ahead. Now, we all know that the PFGL was formed and there would be a new name at the start of the season, but there's still some uncertainty. Now, of course, the Minister of Local Government and Rural Development, Desmond McKenzie, said that these teams can now train with each other. Now, the teams are a bit perplexed because they say that, yes, it's all good and well that we can now train, but it costs money. And if we don't play in these competitions, if we don't start the season, then the money just will deteriorate and deteriorate and deteriorate. The question is, when will the season start? When will the players take the field and showcase their talent and bring excitement back to local football in Jamaica? This is Sports Spotlight. And those are the stories making sports news tonight. We now head back to the news desk with Shelley and Hill.